Bangalore is one of those few cities where it's filled with life, innovation, and diversity. But as much as the city thrives, there is a major concern that we cannot ignore. The rising crimes, especially against women and marginalized communities, have made our streets very unsafe, especially during the night. As someone working in Cantor, I have always believed in the power of data and insights to drive change. That's why Durga's mission stimulated me. Their focus on turning bystanders into active protectors is more than a safety initiative. It is about changing the very fabric of the society that we live in. By partnering with Durga, we are not just analyzing the problem. We are also a part of the solution. Through this collaboration, we wanted to identify people who are present on the streets 24 by 7. So we identified the auto and cab driver cohorts who are roaming around the busy streets of Bangalore every day tirelessly, to be our ears and eyes of our community and to step in when it mattered the most. The idea of every driver in the city being a beacon of public safety is a vision that I'm very proud to support. And this partnership with Durga is more than a professional alignment, it is personal. It is all about creating the idea or the hope that every person in the city or any girl in the city can roam around the streets in a developed city like Bangalore late at night without feeling the fear of being harassed. It is also about the fact that safety as a topic is not left to chance but is a shared responsibility throughout the community. So this is what made me to partner with Durga and support that cause. When we embarked on this project, choosing the right methodology was very crucial. We needed an approach that would not only address Durga's challenges but would also provide them with actionable insights into the behavior and motivations of Bangalore's auto and cab drivers. Given the complexity of the issues, we decided on a mixed method approach combining the power of both qualitative and quantitative research. Qualitative research was our first step because we wanted to understand these drivers on a personal level. We conducted in depth interviews, ensuring that we captured the full range of their experiences and perspectives. This extensive coverage allowed us to actually identify 5 distinct driver personalities, each with its own set of motivations, fears, and attitudes towards public safety. These rich and nuanced personalities were actually a direct result of our qualitative phase, where we ensured we reached saturation to capture every critical information. Once we had all these personalities, we moved to the quantitative research. This was essential for validating all the personalities we had identified. We had roughly surveyed around 232 drivers to assess how prevalent these traits were across the broader population. This combined methodology was particularly effective in addressing Durga's challenges. The qualitative research gave us the depth necessary to truly understand the drivers, while the quantitative research provided us the breadth necessary to confirm and refine our findings. When I first took on this project, I'll admit that I had my own biases. Like many, I'd seen the videos circulating online of auto and cab drivers in Bangalore being arrogant, causing trouble, and even creating chaos on the streets. It is easy to form an opinion based on what we see in these clips, but what I discovered through the project completely transformed my perspective. As we began our research delving into the lives of these drivers, I was struck by something unexpected. These drivers, who are often seen as a part of the problem, actually want to help. They want to make a difference in their communities, but they also face significant barriers: fear of repercussions, a lack of knowledge on how to intervene, and the constant pressure to keep earning a living just adds to the problem. I realized that these challenges were not so different from those faced by others who hesitate to step in during these critical moments. But perhaps the most inspiring and important part of this journey was witnessing the passion of young women at Durga, the NGO we partnered with. These women are fierce, bold, and absolutely committed to ensuring public safety. They are on the front lines working tirelessly to activate bystanders, to make sure that people just don't stand by when they see something wrong. Their courage and determination are truly moving, showing me the incredible power of community spirit and the impact that it can truly have. Finally, the project has taught me 2 key lessons that I'll carry with me. First, never judge based on surface impressions. Everyone has their own story, and sometimes those you think are a part of the problem are actually trying to be a part of the solution. Second, real change comes from understanding and empathy. When you take time to listen, to truly understand the challenges people face, you can work together to overcome them. If I had to redo this project all over again, there are a lot of factors and there are a lot of areas that I might revisit to make this project even more impactful. And one such factor is the idea of looking into language as a concept or a factor and how it influences bystander activation. Even in this project, what we found out was when we were speaking to the driver community, the drivers explicitly stated that they would hesitate in help, like if they found out if a person is in distress, even in a public situation, if they felt like they could not speak the same language or if they cannot communicate with each other. This is not just prevalent in Bangalore or Karnataka or in any other states of India, but is prevalent all around the world. So this linguistic barrier actually creates a sense of disconnect, whereas if the drivers feel if they cannot connect with the other person, they refrain from helping at all. So in hindsight, I would have incorporated language as a variable in the study. This would have identified how important of a variable it is to act as a trigger to help people in distress in public situations, as well as uncover like cultural biases and communication gaps within the community. The results from this study of bystander activation is expected to be substantial. We have identified the top barriers that prevent people from taking any action. Barriers such as fear about getting hurt, fear about the legal consequences, and distrust in public authorities all came up as the top reasons as of why the cab and the auto driver cohorts did not take any action even when they saw people being in distress in public situations. What our study does is to give Durga and other NGOs following the same noble cause the opportunity to leverage our data to create targeted intervention programs for the cohorts that we have identified in the study. Durga can use this data to actually equip these drivers much better to intervene in this situation much more confidently and much more safely. Finally, a huge thank you to my team in Cantor and at the team at MRSA for continuously supporting me throughout this project. Together, we are paving our way for a more inclusive tomorrow. Thank you very much.